Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial video. My name is Osetale. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to draft pattern for a MILKMAID bustier. You can either use it to sew gowns like these ones you're seeing, or you can choose to use it to sew a crop top just like this and also this. But for this tutorial, I'll be sharing with you guys how to draft pattern for this particular white one that you're seeing, and I'll be using it to sew a white top just like this. If that's something you're interested in, please keep on watching, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. So guys, welcome back. These are the measurements you're going to be using for this tutorial. Okay, so to start this tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and rule a line here, which is going to serve as my starting line. Guys, note that my pattern paper is folded into two. You can see, right? So that's how you're going to do it. After you're done doing that, you're going to go ahead and take all your horizontal measurement. You're going to measure down to your bust point. You take it to your under bust. Then you're going to take the length of this top. Go ahead and connect all these dots. So guys, after doing that, go ahead and label it the bust point, the under bust, and the full length. Now you're going to come to the shoulder line. You're just going to go ahead and take your shoulder measurement divided by 2 on the shoulder line. So that's the shoulder line. So go ahead and mark it. On that mark, you're going to come down by 1 inch for your shoulder slope. Then you're going to come here and take your neck width, which is 3 inches, and your neck depth is also 3 inches. Go ahead and connect your shoulder slope just like this. Then you're going to use your curve rule to create a round neckline just like that. Guys, after you're done doing that, you're going to come to this area here. You're going to come down by your bust measurement divided by 6 plus extra 1.5 inch to get your armhole depth. So make a mark there, use your straight ruler to connect it just like this. So guys, after doing that, you go label this chest line. Now the next thing you're going to do is to divide this line that you have here into 2 and get the middle of it. Just make a mark there. On that mark, you're going to come in by 0.75 inch. Then on the chest line, you're going to take your round bust measurement divided by 4 and make a mark there. Then you use your curve rule to create your armhole, making use of the dots just like this. After doing that, now the next thing is to draw out the dart. I'm going to come to the bust point and take my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2 on it. Then you take the same thing on the full length line. Then you're going to create a straight line just like this. After doing that, you're going to come to this full length line here. You take 1/2 inch on both sides of that line. Then you're going to connect it to meet the bust point to create your dart. So guys, after doing that, now it's time to create the bustier. You're going to come to the under bust line here. You're going to go up by 1.5 inch just like that. Then you're going to use your curve rule to connect it to meet the dart. Did you see what I'm doing? So just connect it like this, and this is what you're going to have. So after you're done doing that, you're going to come to the bust line. You're going to measure what you have from this dart area to the end. You're going to take the same thing on this line here. Then you add 1/2 inch to that measurement. Okay, now you're going to use your curve rule to create a curvy line from that dot to meet your under bust. Guys, make sure to place your curve rule in a way, don't place it to be flat like this. Make sure to place it in a way that it is sitting straight. Did you see? So go ahead and curve it out just like that. Then you will use your straight ruler to connect this to meet the armhole. So guys, after doing that, the next thing is to determine the chest line, where the neck is going to get to. I don't want it to be over revealing. I don't want it to expose my boobs, so I came down by 6.5 inches and I just used my pen to rule a line there. So guys, on this line now, you're going to go ahead and make a curvy line. Did you see how I placed my ruler? You're going to come down here by about 1/2 inch. Then you're going to place your curve rule and just rule it out just the way you see me doing it, just like this. So guys, this is what you're going to have. Now the next thing you want to do is to take all your round body measurements. That is my initial bust measurement divided by 4. I added 1.5 inch for the sewing allowance. Then I come to the waistline, take your waist measurement divided by 4, measure this dart and add it, add extra 1.5 inch for the sewing allowance. Then go ahead and connect it just like this. After you're done doing that, guys, just extend this armhole line like this. Now you're going to go ahead and cut this out. So guys, I decided to curve this down part a little bit, so I'm just going to go up here by 1 inch. Then I will use my curve rule to make a little curve on it. This is totally optional, you can choose not to do this, but I think this will make it look fine now. So guys, this is what you're going to have. Before I cut out the curves, I'm going to place this on another pattern paper to trace out the back. So guys, this is the pattern paper I'm going to be using for the back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all mark 1.5 inch here all the way to the end. This is going to be for the zipper allowance, so just go ahead and roll a straight line. After doing that, you're going to place the front piece on it just like this. Now you're going to use your pin to pin this down here, and you also do the same thing on the upper side here. After you're done doing that, you're going to go ahead and use your marker to trace the armhole just like this. Then use your straight ruler to draw this, also trace this down part as well. After you're done doing that, go ahead and remove your pin. Now this is what you're going to have. Now you're going to cut the neckline for the back. I don't want it to be totally straight, so I'm just going to use my curve rule to make a little curve on it just like this. Did you see what I just did? Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. So guys, after you're done cutting, this is what you're going to have. Now I'm going to label this part the zipper. So guys, this is it. Now I'm going to place the front piece on it again. I want to mark out the dart, so just go ahead and mark out the darts like this. Now you're going to measure what you have from this end to the middle dot that I have. You take the same thing on the upper side here, go ahead and create a straight line and as well create your dart. So guys, this is what you're going to have. The front and the back pieces are ready. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut out the curb for this front part. So guys, this is it. This is what you're going to have it's looking like. Separate this one into two. So guys, this is what you're going to have. Now I'm going to be slashing and spreading one of these cups to give me that MILKMAID Bustier effect. To do that, I'm just going to measure 1 inch here. I will keep measuring 1 inch, so just measure 1 inch and make a mark there and all the way to the end. After you're done doing that, roll a straight line on it just like this. After you're done rolling that line, label it piece 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Go ahead and cut this out. So guys, after you're done cutting, this is what you're going to have. I have 7 pieces. Now I'm going to bring this fresh pattern paper. I'm going to be placing these pieces that I have on this fresh pattern paper, and I'm going to go ahead and pin it down. So just pin it down here and pin it down at the top area as well. So guys, after doing that, you're going to bring the second piece. You're going to give it a gap of 1.5 inch just like this. Then you're going to go ahead and pin it down as well. After doing that, you're going to bring the third piece. You're going to do the same thing, give it a gap of 1.5 inch, pin it down, and you're going to keep repeating this process until you are done pinning everything. Okay, so guys, this is what I had after I was done pinning everything. Now I'm going to go ahead and trace it out. So just trace it out like the way you see me doing, just like this. Then after you're done doing that, go ahead and cut this out. This is what you're going to have after you're done cutting. By the time you make gathers at the bottom and the top parts like this, it's going to give you that MILKMAID Bustier effect. This is the pattern paper I'm going to be using to draft the sleeve. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave a space at the upper side here. Then I'll measure to my sleeve length. I'll make a mark there, then I'll roll a straight line on it just like this. So guys, after doing that, you're going to make sure that on this line you have your round armhole measurements divided by 2 plus extra 3 to 4 inches. Okay, now what I'm going to do is to bring the back piece. I'm going to go ahead and use the back piece to trace out the armhole just like this. Now after doing that, you know the sleeve is a little bit puffy on top, so for that I'm going to be measuring up 3 inches. Then I will just use my curve rule to connect from that point to meet the armhole area. So guys, after doing that, this is what you're going to have. Now I'm going to come here and take 9 inches as my arm measurement divided by 2. I'll add 1.5 inch for the sewing allowance. Then I'll come to the hem part and take 8 inches and add extra 1.5 inch for the sewing allowance. Now I'm going to use this curve rule to connect from that point to meet this point. Then I will also connect it just like this. Now I'm going to use the straight ruler to connect it all the way to the end. So guys, this is it. Now go ahead and cut this out. So guys, after cutting, this is what you're going to have. So just label it the sleeve. So this is it. Now these are all the pattern papers that I have drafted and cut out. So in my next video, I'm going to be using all these pattern papers to cut on my fabric, and I'll be sharing with you guys how to sew a MILKMAID Bustier crop top. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. I'll be seeing you all in my next video.